back. So today is another tutorial on how to, and I'm gonna show you guys how to defrost straps and how to weatherize them. It's gonna suck a little bit because you're gonna be in the cold getting wet, but it's all good. So here are the things that you're gonna need. Some good gloves. If you want, you could put like nitrile gloves or vinyl gloves or something like that to protect your hands so it doesn't get too wet. I got a 5-gallon bucket filled with regular rock salt. Let's see, right in there with the container. I got an old DEF container here with some salt water in it already. And then I got 2 1-gallon bottles of Rain-X Deicer. That's good for negative 25 degrees. I got 1 10-quart or 2-gallon bucket. And then very important, you're gonna need this. I picked these up at Big Y. Now if you don't have a Big Y in your area, I suggest you just go to your regular store, pick up Raisinets. These are very important. You're gonna need these for energy, god damn it. This is some fun stuff. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna start off with your solids first, and you're gonna put probably about half a gallon or 4 pounds worth of salt in here. So I'm just eyeing it. It is what it is. That's probably good right there. Yeah, that's probably good right there. It is what it is. So maybe like a sixth of the way up here. So it's not that big of a deal. So what you do is put the lid back on that, and then I already took the thingies off. Now you could do this with a drill, you could do it with whatever, but I'm choosing to just pour it right in here. And the reason for this container here is so that you could just store it in there afterwards. There you go. Make sure you get all of it. And then let's see. And then maybe just something to mix it with. I could probably just use this bar to mix it. Or if you got a paint stick should work. Let me not close that in there. So or what you could do is you could pour everything in there, but I don't have a funnel, so maybe I'll show you guys how to do that another day. But once you're done, you know, mixing the solution and you dip all your straps in it, you could pour it in there for storage. Just make sure that the container doesn't flip over. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some more I call this Safford's pickle juice. There we go. So this is the strap deicer defroster, and I'm not gonna fill it all the way because I feel like I'm gonna spill it. So, and you always want to mix it really good, and that's about as good as it's gonna get. And what you could do is just lift up the bucket to the strap, but in this case the tire's in the way, so and of course I spilled it on myself, so it's all good. So I'm gonna cut the video off here, and then I'm gonna get some of these straps lined up so I could just show you guys what I do. And you might also want to get your winch bar as well, so let me go do that, and then I'll see you guys back here in a second. All right, so we're about to see, I'm about to do like a little field experiment. So my other straps weren't really that frozen, and I ran out of the orange stuff, so I just went in the house and filled it up with hot water. And the reason why I'm using hot water is because salt dissolves in water, but the hotter the temperature, the more the salt dissolves. So now I know most people out there, they're like, well, that's not really practical. And yeah, I know, but just for the time being and watching this experiment and seeing what this is gonna yield. And you gotta remember, or not really remember because you didn't watch it, but I actually had some of that cold orange fluid down in the bottom of this bucket, and it was probably about a quarter of the way up. So the reason why I added more water is because I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more straps to go, and I still want to have some left over to put back inside this jug. So I'm gonna just check the water temperature. It's not even hot, it's like barely warm, and you could probably get hotter water than what I put in here by leaving the bottles next to the engine, or like tying them off or zip tying them to the engine or whatnot. So yeah, so I just stirring this up. I mean, if you got a power drill, yeah, that'll be ideal, but I'm trying to be somewhere in between ideal and practical. You know, I'm just showing you guys the method of madness, and I'm just using everyday tools that I would have in my truck already, and I added a little bit more salt to that, probably about two of those Chinese food soup, wonton soup containers full of and that's not racist, that's where I got it from, but it had iced tea in it. Jeez Louise, you people, you Americans, I swear, you guys are so sensitive nowadays. So I want to pick this up, slide it over, or that didn't make any sense. Pick it up, slide it over. So as you can see, this strap is pretty much covered in ice, so I am going to take it and start dipping it. Just start feeding it in. There we go. There we go. Then just take the bar and just shove it all in there. Alright, and please don't light up my comments with the "that's what she said." Mike said shove it all in there, so listen here. Cool. And the ice is gone. Ice is melted. The strap is completely thawed. I'm just going to wrap up the strap like I normally do. It actually winds up more better because there's salt water on it, and water acts as like a semi-lubricant, if you will. So and the water is black because of the dirt that's on the straps. So you can see that the wind is up blowing. So good morning, we're back. So we're out here at the Uncasville store, and we just got done getting loaded up, but I do want to show you guys something which is pretty freaking sweet, if you ask me. So we're expecting a snowstorm today, about 12 to 18 inches of snow here in Connecticut. Temperature is 24 degrees. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but it's 24 degrees on my truck, and it is the morning after I applied all of the pickle juice strap defroster solution on here, and as you can see, my straps are still wet, but no ice whatsoever. So I did put some of that blue, I don't have much faith in it, but I put that blue anti-gel stuff in the Moffett and in the truck. I'm having some wiring issues with the Moffett, so I'll have to bring that to the shop and have them diagnose it, but that is not on my top priority list today. So the winches are a little tough to move because I winded up the straps while they were wet yesterday, so maybe a lot of that rock salt got stuck down in there, but whatever. So but hey, straps are easy to move, and I made extra salt brine solution just so that if I did have an issue today, I could just re-dip the straps in the water. So I did bring my salt water. I meant my salt water, you hear me? I did bring my salt bucket with me, and I did bring extra water with me. So I'll be making sure that I you know, that I make extra salt brine or Safford pickle solution strap. I gotta come up with a term for it, but it is what it is. You guys get it. So, but yeah, this works great. Like, my straps are nowhere near frozen, and it'll probably be a while before they even get anywhere near the freezing temperature, because the temperature right now is only 24 degrees. You can see there's some rock salt in here. Temperature is only 24 degrees, and I used the orange. Ooh, that's what I gotta get. I gotta go get some of that. I'll probably get that at the Waterford Home Depot later after work. I'll just take the Subaru. I was gonna go yesterday, but I think I accidentally left my amp on in the car and my battery's dead, so I just got to charge up my battery before I head out today. So that'll give me some time to go home, get some soup. But yeah, leave it down in the comment section how your day is going, what you guys think of my my strap solution. And you look, it's working, you know. I don't have any issues. And yeah, it did take an hour out of my day yesterday, but listen, I'd rather take an hour out of my day, you know, in 35-degree temperatures and apply all of this and be a little cold and still be able to work the next day, rather than sit here at the store for an hour to struggle to take off 2 straps off the roll if I didn't pre-treat these straps. So, and any colder than the solution that is on the packaging, any cold, like the temperature, if it's colder than, I think the bottle said negative 25 degrees, and then, you know, I just mixed a bunch of rock salt in it. You know, if it gets any colder than that, then you probably shouldn't be using these kind of straps. So you should probably be using chains and binders and stuff like that. So I got the Moffett running because it is cold out here, and if you guys don't know, or those of you who already know, hydraulics don't really work that well in the cold, so you got to give it time to warm up and get the juices flowing. So, and I guess today I got more than one set of juices going, so I pretty much dumped the whole bottle of that anti-gel in the truck yesterday. One of those bottles says it's good for 160 gallons. I think I have like 60-gallon capacity on both sides, so that's only 120. So I definitely put in more than enough to make sure that everything was going to be able to I'm not sure if you can hear me, to make sure that everything was going to be able to, you know, move and flow as it should as far as fuel is concerned. So, and I put like probably about 1/3 of the bottle in that, which is way more than what it's supposed to be. But you know what, when that's the lifeline to get the product off the truck, listen, I'm good with it. So I think a bottle of that normally goes for like $8 to $9. I didn't have a good experience with it last year, the year before last. I ended up using a Diesel 911. It's the white bottle with the red cap. That normally sells for like $10 to $11 a bottle, but I bought a whole case off of Amazon. I think it was like for 68 or 70 bucks or something like that. But you got to get it on the off season so they don't jack up the prices on you guys, you know. So yeah, leave it down in the comment section. Today is leave it down in the comment section what product you guys use. I'm sorry, I didn't even finish my train of thought there. you know, let me know what products you use for anti-gel and stuff like that, and what do you guys think of my strap solution. And yeah, and I think today is the 16th of December. So what do you guys got planned for today? What do you guys got planned for Christmas? Leave it down below. Yeah, I'm not gonna bore you guys with all this stuff anymore. So well, at least not for today. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead, crank this down, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you all so much for watching. Later.